every day that I was in Gaza, I saw a new kid shot in the head. I'm not the one they even call about kids who've been shot in the head. I found them in the ICU, so I actually only saw the ones that made it to the hospital and were actually intubated, and meaning putting a breathing tube down their throat, and then sent to the ICU. The ones that came in shot in the head and dead, I never even would have found out about unless I happened.
So this is every day over a 2-week period. You're seeing
every day over a 2-week period. The first patient I took to the operating room was a 26-year-old woman named Isra. She was so malnourished when I met her that I thought she was a grandmother. She actually was standing in the entrance to her living room, watching her 4 children play. She noticed that some sort of munition came through the ceiling, collapsed the ceiling down, exploded, threw her out of the door, and that she saw the ceiling collapse on all her 4 children. None of those 4 kids are counted in the death because they can't get to a hospital, to a morgue. People were actually housed in the hospital, not the patients who were admitted. They were there too, obviously, but there were tents lining the hallways of the hospital. So I can't remember the exact numbers of people who lived inside the hospital, but they were inside. Other people were in tents outside. So the hospital, both within and without, was a DP camp, which I've never seen before. That was pretty unusual. But what struck me about European hospital was how dysfunctional it was, and it wasn't from any lack of trying of the staff there or anything. But the hospital was. There's 2 components to it. One is just the way the hospital system in general, and European specifically, has just been degraded by direct Israeli assaults on the hospital system, and also starving it of supplies coming in from the outside. I was shocked by how powerful the explosions were. The first day or 2, they were just rumbles, but after that, they would shake the buildings. They blew out some of the windows on the 3rd floor. One knocked me out of bed once. Some of them would knock. Some of the explosions knocked surgical instruments off the table, stuff like that. It was pretty shocking. What was really interesting about that, though, was the one day that I actually got out of the hospital in a car. I walked outside. They told us I walked outside, but in a car we were able to go around Khan Yunis and Rafah just for like a few hours. And when we did that, I realized there are no large buildings anywhere near European hospital other than the Palestine College of Nursing, which wasn't being bombed. There's nothing. So these explosions were miles away, like literally miles away from me. But they were. I thought they were like 2 blocks away or something. It was very that actually made it scarier because I realized, oh, I was scared shitless, but I'm not even anywhere near the bombardment like I thought I was.